structure that you were involved in. How did that come about?
Well, I'm very glad that we did this. It was very, very difficult. I would say we, because so many people helped me on it. And it was an idea that I had in 64 or something. And I did it once to a lighthouse. Not lighthouse, but sort of like a conceptual event in Japan. And then I sort of announced it in New York. But it was such a difficult thing to build a house that was only by light. So I couldn't do anything about it until when I discovered that Iceland was welcoming it. So I did it in Iceland. And now, it's very interesting. First I said, well, they said, well, how many days do we have to do it? You know, so I said, okay, from John's birthday to John's passing. So it's about 2 months. And to show how, life can be short. So then now, the whole of Iceland is very interested in it. So they made an excuse or something, and they're doing Christmas as well. And I like that idea.
So you've been really busy. In 2009, doing your 5th #1 Billboard hit on the daily chart. You're still making music. And the latest album you recorded with Sean, is that?
Oh, it's a very good album. Yes. It's partly to do with my son as well. He's an incredible musician now. And most people said, are you going to make it your son? That's very difficult, don't do that. And I got very nervous. I said, well, I said yes, I don't know. But luckily, he was very wise. He decided not to argue with me.
The normal artist-producer relationship.
Okay.
So last year, also very interesting. As artists, you've been watching the growth of the gaming, Rock Band, right? So Rock Band came out with the Beatles edition, and you joined that.
I know, isn't that incredible?
What was that like?
Well, I think it's a very important project because, well, I don't know if you agree with me, but first of all, John, my husband, decided to make a band, and he named it Beatles. He tells us he named it the Beatles, and he created this band, and he conquered the whole world with the music. And then, now, this is the second revolution, which is to cover the earth with children who can play music. And I think this is going to be very important because how you understand that music is a healing power, of course. And so that's one thing we need in this world now, is to heal, because we destroy this planet so much. And some people think that, this is doomsday. Well, we're not going to make it a doomsday, because we are going to fight it. We are going to use this healing power for music and cover the earth and maybe the universe as well.
I think it's been amazing how many of those units have been sold and how many people are using it. We have one huge collection. They love it.
They love it because, up to now, well, not really simplistic like that, but you go to a big concert festival or something, and then you just upload this incredible star one by one. But now, you're going to be the star. You're going to make the music.
Hopefully that'll be more people to make music. That's our plan. So we've been working together for a while now in the John Lennon songwriting contest, and of course with us. How did that come about?
Well, in 1995, I think that the idea germinated, and Brad Rothschild and David Sonnenberg came to me and said, how about it? And I loved it. And I'm really doing so many projects, well, a few projects, how to promote music in the world. Because I know that Joe would have liked it. And this was something incredible. So I said, yes, immediately. But then we could not do it until 1998. 1998 is when it started. Because, well, to buy a big bus and make it into a studio and all that, it's a method. And also, it's to do with how many people are interested in it to the point of donating some funds, And so in 1998 we started. And I really think that this is an incredible project in a sense that they're going to sort of towns and villages. Like, they used to do an ice cream van, ice cream man used to do that. Ring, ring, you know, and the kids all just run after it.
Now they get a little reward.
I know. And there are many towns where kids cannot afford to go to a studio to do it, or even if they rent a studio, they don't teach you. And there's an educational bus. And so somebody's in the bus, always teaching them how to make music.
I think the bus is out something like 200 plus dates a year. And it's going to high schools and Boys and Girls Club, a lot of NAMM member stores it goes to whenever it goes up. It's open for business. And people, young people especially, just discover what they can make a song, they can write a song.
I mean, it's so important that, because I really believe that just a few elite stars who are lucky enough to be talented in the beginning, you know, initially, are not the only ones who can create a beautiful music planet. I think every one of us will have to start to understand that we're all talented. We have to bring our talent out and make this into a music planet.
And you've been quoted as saying that the bus is something that John would love.
Oh, yes.
Why do you think that's part of his legacy?
Well, I'm sorry, but you know, it sounds kooky, but the minute I said, yes, we are going to do this, I saw John just jumping up and down.
So it was the idea that he wanted to share his
I'm
music.
sure that he would have loved it, yes.
So this is, the 2010 is a big year that you're here to join us today to talk about at 1:30 at the bus. But the significance of 2010 for you?
Oh, 2010 is, well, first of all, John's 70th. So already last year, many people approached me, many people wrote me, you know, requesting me, how you do this. And I always try to make sure that things can be done well, and good things can be done well, but also it would not hurt John's name, and I'm always making sure that his copyright is right. It could be used for something good. And so you'll be surprised that so many beautiful things are happening this year. But it's a very important year for me and for Joe Lamond fans.
So this year we'll be dedicating the bus and John's memory for his 70th birthday to support music education.
It's a very big year for the Joe Lamond especially tour bus too. And I know that I feel very good just sitting here because I was told that many of you are Joe Lamond especially tour bus fans, and maybe help us too about it. And also, without saying, I know that you must be loving music. You're a lover of music. Otherwise, why would you be in an industry like this?
We ask ourselves that every day.
So I feel like your sisters and brothers. And thank you so much for loving music, and thank you so much for doing so much for music.
Although we've all been...
Especially that this was a national music, merchandiser, but now a national American music merchandiser, a long time ago. And then the minute we started doing something, they had to change it to international musical merchandiser. And I think that's great because you're working so hard that the American music is being appreciated by the whole world, so that they're all coming here. And I think that they're not coming here for political reasons anymore, but they're coming here for music, which is great. Thank you so much.
So we have people here from around the world in this room listening to you today who are in this business, and we're so honored to have you here. And so many of us will say we are in this business because of the Beatles. We were inspired by the Beatles, and it moved us to change our lives.
The rock band was the second revolution, just remember that.
So John would have been 70 this year, and with all that's going on in the world, what would he be thinking? What do you think he'd be doing? What would he do?
Well, first of all, I think he would be so thrilled with computer and internet and website, all that, because he was talking, it's not just him, but in the 60s people said, one day it's going to be a global village, and it is now. And that's why, we feel warm towards each other. This whole beautiful gathering of people. I'm feeling it. It's hot.
Yoko Ono, everybody. Thank you very much.